due April 6th. How long do we have till April 6th? 4 days. How many ideas do we have? 0. We need to get to work.
Well, class, I hope that brainstorming isn't that difficult, or the writing the paper isn't that bad, but we're going to go over narrative brainstorm for this short video and talk about getting yourself prepared and ready to write your narrative essay. So the narrative brainstorm is just to help you get ideas and help you get that first step of writing and get going and get that nice and smooth. So narrative brainstorm, this is one idea of how to get yourself going and writing in the right direction. So what I have right here on the screen here, sometimes in order to get ourselves going we need to brainstorm. The process of writing can be hard if you just sit down and try to write the paper. It's better to free write some ideas and put down some notes before you start. It'll give you a better chance to succeed. So the method we're going to go over here is proven. It works. It's always good to think of ideas first, jot down notes. Again, this is just one idea. You don't have to follow it, but I'm going to have you do this exercise after you watch this video and you post this up to the discussion room for brainstorming. So the first step basically here, right here, is what I want you to first to do is think of anything that has happened to you in your life. A car accident, fights, trips, weddings, your first pet, your first argument, something where something significant happened, or something where you really learned about yourself. And I want you to list as many of these things that you can remember. But I only want you to write down one word or two about each of them for now. So you're gonna type up on your document like this. For example, I have hitting kids with my car, Florida band trip, Greece, Milwaukee, White Zombie concert, my attic apartment, Dodge van, Target, Grand Casino, Twins game. These are all things that I typed up, real quickly, just one or two words. So what I want you to do in this step, when you get done with this video, is for the first thing is just make a list of 1 to 2 words, list of anything that you can think of that might be memorable, that you might want to write about. That doesn't mean you have to, but things that you can. So you'll do a list that'll look just like this, just a real short list. You're not going into detail right here. So that's step number 1. So go ahead and do that. You can either pause this video and do it on your own now, or continue on and then just do this whole process on your own after this video is over. Okay, so that's step number 1. Step number 2 then, of course, is next I want you to pick one event from the above list and make a list like you just did for the first one for this one particular event. So for example, I picked attic apartment, which came from up here in my first list, right up here. So you're going to take something from your first list, put that down as your title here, and then I want you to make another list just like you did for the first one, for this particular topic. So attic apartment for me would bring back Mankato, Bronco, my landlord, low slanting walls, windows painted shut, almost no furniture, big length of rope for my fire escape, no TV, Crazy Mary, house parties next door, blah blah blah. So again, you would just write very short little details, little 1 or 2 or 3 word things that you can remember about this particular topic. So mine again was attic apartment, and that came from step number 1. So go ahead, make your second list, something like this, and go ahead and do that, or again you can wait till the end of this video. So this is the second step. So the third step is, of course, once you've got all these details, I want you to start writing from the topic you picked from your second list. So up here, just write whatever comes to mind, write it like a free write. Let the lists you made up be your guide. Don't worry about where it is going. Just get the details down. So, for example, I would start writing. I remember the nights after coming home from class and trying to sneak up to my apartment without Crazy Mary hearing me, because she would always have me come inside and take a look at her pet snake, for example. So, you'd continue typing on. And again, this third step, basically is a free write. So, and what I mean by free write, don't worry about punctuation, don't worry about if things are spelled right. Just get the idea down on paper. You can always go back and edit it as well. So, most importantly for this third step, when you're writing this, if you get 2 sentences into it and you are tapped for knowledge and you don't know anything else to write about, that's fine. Then you can go all the way back up to step number 1. This time maybe I would pick my Dodge van and I would do another second step, put Dodge van right here and do a list for that, and then continue on with the third step. That's the whole point of this process, is to basically give you a list of stuff to choose from step number 1, and you may or may not end up choosing something from this. So everybody's gonna do an example brainstorming like this. That doesn't mean your paper has to come from this, but you need to at least try it. So that's what I want you to do. So for example, here's another brainstorm list I did. First list, second list here, and then the beginning of a free write. I remember one time in my senior year, my friends Jake and Eric were in trouble with a group of guys from the other side of town. And then this ends up being my free write, and eventually maybe my narrative essay. So okay, I'll end it there. Go ahead, follow the directions at the end of this post, and do your reply. Put your brainstorm on the discussion here.